Alright, welcome back, Big Stronks. Today is going to be bench day, pool A of our 6-day push-pull leg split. Be sure to like and subscribe. And also, if you don't want to watch the long form videos like this or me just talking, head over to Instagram and check us out at _, DADSTRONK_. So, as you can see, we're starting out with the heavy movement first, bench press. This is regular flat bench. Got 2 more bench workouts, including this one, before we start our actual strength program. So I'm really trying to kick up some of the weight here just to see how the shoulder feels. These are all warm-up sets. I did add the 2.5 pounders to the bar, so just counting it as a 50-pound bar. Excuse me. And anyway, we'll just get into it, warm it up. At the home gym, because I hate the gym's bench, I prefer my bench. One of the main reasons is that, as you can see, whenever I lift off the bar, I'm almost at lockout the way I have it set. And I'm not worried about safety because I have the safety bar set that if I have trouble, I can just set the bar down on my chest and roll it back towards my face, and the bars will keep the barbell off my neck. So I'm not too worried about that. So pushing right through the warm-ups here. Once I put the 45s on, that was a 30-pound jump because I kept the 5s on there. And here you can start seeing it kind of starts feeling like weight here on my shoulder. So taking it real easy, slowing the reps down, a lot of control. Not necessarily a pause at the bottom, but definitely no bouncing. Trying to have some acceleration off the chest just to see how the shoulder feels. And as you can see, I'm just creeping the weight up, 20-pound jumps. I'm adding a 10 on each side. And then where necessary, it could be a 30-pound jump. But I know some guys, they just throw on 45s and go, 145, 245. I can't do that. Even jumping 25 pounds at a time sometimes feels like it's a lot for my shoulder. Almost like I don't know. Almost like it throws my shoulder into shock. It's like, hey, this is too much, too fast. So I found that just adding a 10 to each side is a nice way to go. If I don't want to wear myself out like I'm trying to max out for a day, I'll reduce the reps. So I might, if it's going to be a heavy day where I'm trying to figure out a max or something, I might just do 3 to 5 reps at those low weights and just continue to work my way up. We're at 190, feels pretty good. Keeping the form. Again with that thumb over grip. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you do it, be careful. So this was my top set in the last chest workout, and it's feeling really good here. No pain in my shoulder, nothing. Traveling up relatively easy. And this would be, the last workout was 205, this would be 210 since I have the 2.5s on there. I've seen some videos out there, just be sure. This is the second to last set, 225. Felt really good, solid. Definitely felt heavier than it should. Back whenever I was lifting heavy before, I would finish a bench workout with like a set of 20 of 225s because I'd be dropping down from 325, 350. I'd drop down to 225, knock out a quick set of 20 for just for some volume. Now it's my top set, so we're coming back. But here we go, 245. Definitely felt heavy. Making sure my form stays really good, tight, controlling it up. Finally had to put some hip drive into it. I'm not really coming off the bench. I'm just flexing my quads and my glutes and getting a little drive through my body. I believe there's only a set of 6 here. And that's kind of my rule. Once I hit a set of 6 and it feels like I've topped out, it's time to stop. Could I have done more weight? Probably. I just don't want to risk re-injure my shoulder. Hakas. Or shakas. Alright, behind the head overhead press. Or behind the neck overhead press. I cut out the, because it's kind of a longer workout, I cut out the warm-up set, so this is first working set. Again, feeling pretty good. I like doing it this way on the bench where I'm facing the bar because I'm forced to use my trunk to stabilize, as opposed to the shoulder machine where I'm leaning against. Alright, had some technical difficulties. So like I was saying, I prefer the Smith machine where I have to brace with my trunk instead of having my body against the bench like on a shoulder press machine. Or I've even seen some guys do the same press on the Smith machine, but they'll have the bench up in like a inclined position and they'll press behind their neck like that. I prefer this because I get a little bit more of my stabilizers in. It's more like the actual barbell lift. And then I'm gripping the bench with my thighs with all my life to keep from sliding backwards. So you get that as well. Tired, winded. But this workout felt really good. Like I said, you'll see the weight's a little bit heavier than the last workouts I've been doing because I was getting down to the last couple of workouts, really trying to test my shoulder without injuring it. I just want to see kind of what the limits are. And on that, you'll see that the depth changes. I don't go all the way down. I go about midway down my head, neck. And that's just because that's where my shoulder feels comfortable. So do what you can. Alright. Incline press, hammer strength. Again, cut out the warm-ups. This is a 45 and a 25 on each side. Feeling good. With a wide grip here. And I want to say the seat... I want to say I raised the seat up a little bit. The seat's probably a third of the way up from the bottom. Did 2 sets with a 45 and a 25 on each side. It was feeling really good. I was really trying to hit the upper pec. I think maybe I'll play with the seat depth next time. I didn't really hit it as much as I wanted. But still, it felt good. Shoulder felt good to be kind of in an exposed position like this with a wide grip. Then bumped it up to 245s for the last couple of sets. So again, just kind of giving that shoulder stress test. This isn't crazy high weight from what I've pressed before. Mainly just testing. If anything ever feels uncomfortable, you kind of see a little bit, lost the form there, squeeze one out. You can see how I kind of shift back in favor of the left shoulder because the right shoulder was the one that was hurt. So whenever that happens, it's time to put the weight down and keep moving. Only a set of 5 there, I think. Adding dips back. This is a big one. I haven't done dips in forever. So the stack is my weight. Well, my weight's 317, and the stack I think is 150. So these dips are at 150 pounds, around about 150, 160. Do a set here at 150, and then I drop the stack down to 100 pounds, effectively making it 217 on the dips with my body weight. I wasn't just going to jump on there and try to dip 315 having a cranky shoulder. But still, they felt pretty good. Didn't feel any pain. Felt a little bit of stretch in the shoulders just because I haven't done this in forever. And this is the next day now that I'm doing the voiceover, and it still feels pretty good. There's some slight soreness, but nothing I would consider injury pain. So dropped it down to 50 pounds. Effectively making it like 270, 260 on the dip. Now this was just, I added this in, it wasn't on the original workout plan, but I was feeling good and I could feel my triceps getting smoked. And so, but I wasn't feeling my chest like I wanted to, so we just went over to this chest press machine here, and I think the weight's like 80 pounds, I might go up to 100. And you'll see really short strokes on the press, because I'm trying to stay away from my triceps because they're already feeling smoked and I have some other exercises to go. And just keeping the short strokes, keeping it right on my chest. And this is kind of long stroke here. Even the next 2 sets, you'll see they get even shorter. And I actually widen my grip as well, just to get more on the chest. Kind of just popping it up right past that, where it slightly transfers to the tricep and then come back down. 3rd set's even shorter than this. We're really just trying to get the blood into my pecs. Not a heavy weight at all. But not comfortable. You can see the face once you start getting smoked. Because this is all after the bench workout too. I had the bench workout at home and then I went to the gym to finish. So it should be really short strokes. And this is just a way to get volume into the workout. Sometimes I see somebody working out like this the whole time with heavy weight. Okay, well you're just not doing it right. But in this case where you're already starting to get smoked, the muscles are feeling crampy, it's just a way to force more blood into it, lightweight. Partial reps, just keep that muscle flexing. Alright, here's French press. Y'all can let me know if I'm doing it right, but I like this press. And I think it's a press because you're kind of letting the shoulder move freely. So it's not like a tricep isolation movement where you're only hinging at the elbow. It's a press behind the neck, but it's focusing on the tricep. You see here on the side view, I think it's 75 pounds or so. I prefer the M bar as well because it's a little more comfortable on the wrist. You can do it with a straight bar as well, no problem if your wrists are fine. So again, you see guys more of a pressing motion and not that single joint movement for isolating the triceps. Kind of like an overhead tricep extension. Really good movement, I like it. And it seems to be less stressful on the elbows because you have that freedom of movement in the shoulders. You're not trying to lock everything in position. At least I do. I think I topped out at 85 or 90 pounds, I'm not sure. And that's the workout. Go stay strong. We'll see you next time.